Hi there. My name is Jack, and I am the jeez. I am the creator and, author of this here Stories of the Caleadonian. And this here is an episode 1 in a cyberpunk adventure that I hope you can join me in. My goal is, I'm just having fun with this, and my goal would be 30 subscribers. I'd love that. I'd be overjoyed with that. But without further ado, I hope you enjoy the story, and this is just almost a teaser, really. So sit back, relax, maybe have a cup of coffee, and enjoy this next 3 to 4 minutes of episode 1. Thank you. Chapter 1. Take a step back, Mikey. Mike looks down at the body on the floor and then back up to his father. Dad? Craig, glistening in red under the bright fluorescent light, looks down at his 7-year-old boy who just witnessed him stick a knife through a man's eye socket. Fuck. Ignoring his son's plea, Craig looks around the room. He can see one camera with its signature Crom Corp plastered onto the side in white block letters. Craig ran to the desk next to him and brought out his laptop. Like a well-oiled machine, Craig punched in his 24-character password that was comprised of letters, numbers, dollar signs, exclamation marks, and brackets. Without a second thought, Craig Erickson wiped away the splattering of blood, eye, and bone from his forehead and began, not for the first time that day, to hack into Crom Corp Limited. Mikey looked at his father, who seemed to be in another world, then began to look down at the men in the uniform. Mikey thought men in uniform were supposed to be the good guys. This man's eye, now seeping, reminded Mikey of melting vanilla ice cream. His stomach felt weird, and he thought that he should feel like crying, but he wouldn't cry. He then unconsciously began to play with the lackey band on his wrist. Sector 7, Room 4. Okay, there. Craig accessed the camera and deleted the past 5 minutes of the record. There was an 80% chance that this will change nothing, and that Craig and his son have now become a priority 1 on Crom Corp's wanted list. The bastards seemed to see everything. Well, of course they did. They were everything. Mikey grabbed the man's gun very carefully and handed it to Dad. Mikey didn't say anything. He felt that he couldn't say anything. He looked at the man and, finding it hard to look away from the vanilla ice eye, he unbuttoned the holster and handed his dad the Crom Corp standard issue C-Fire 46 pistol. Craig looked at the gun and frowned, noticing the bright red LED blinking. C-Fire 46s were a fingerprint-locked gun. Jesus, forgive me for this. Craig got up out of his chair and walked towards the dead guard. Hesitating slightly, he slowly pulled the knife from the oozing skull. Mike noticed that the sound it made reminded him of his mother's wet mop hitting the floor in the kitchen, back when Mum and Dad had a kitchen. Okay, Mikey, look at me. Everything's going to be okay. I need you to be a big boy now for me, okay? Stand up tall with your shoulders back and take in a deep breath. Mike did just that. He looked up into his father's eyes. There were red lines streaking all across the white. It didn't look like vanilla ice cream at all. Good boy. Now take this gun and hold this man's thumb up to the sensor. Mikey looked at the thumb as more of a tool, something new to play with, rather than the severed mixture of blood, skin, and bone that it really was. He grabbed the gun and placed the thumb where his father had told him to. Perfect, my boy. Now, if anyone, and I mean anyone, comes through that door, point the gun at them and pull the trigger, okay? Daddy is just going to find us a way home, to a new home. Craig returns to his computer, not even taking the time to realize how truly fucked up everything has become in the past 24 hours. He had his son holding a pistol, for fuck's sake. It didn't matter now. All that mattered was getting the fuck out of Dodge, and he thought he might just know how.